Uncharted. We're gonna chill out here for a little bit till the next movie starts. It's at 4:30. Let's get ourselves situated here. You are currently watching on YouTube or Twitch or Twitter or Facebook or on the Haps app. Welcome. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. How do? Let me charge my phone a little bit more. Bear with me. Gonna hear more of the weed eater. Sorry. But that was a pretty good movie. Not bad at all. How's everybody doing today? What are you guys up to? Hey, jerkface, how you doing, sir? Hold on one second. Batman comes out Friday. It do. That's not a good noise. Hold on a second. Yeah, Morbius comes out on April 1st. Batman's coming out. Today I just watched Uncharted, and I'm gonna watch Blacklight in about another hour and a half. Not too shabby. Oh, nice. Beautiful day out. Let's spend it indoors. Why not? No, it's nice. Is it weird to see Wahlberg as Sully? He doesn't seem like a Sully to me. If you're gonna do a franchise, you're looking at a movie that could possibly have, let's say, two sequels. Having a younger guy play, having Tom Holland as Nathan Drake makes sense, and having a guy that will age into the role, I guess that makes sense. Mark Wahlberg, not necessarily, but it's also Hollywood. Like, are we ever going to get to the point where people really cast who the folks who are meant to be cast? Like somebody like Powers Booth or Sam Elliott or a Michael Ironside or like Clancy Brown. We know actors that should be in the role, but Hollywood's like, no, we don't want that. We want somebody hot, that big name kind of thing. Melissa Mopa, how you doing, honey? If Nathan Fillion was younger again, he would make a great. I thought Nathan Drake. Nathan Fillion. Nathan Fillion as Sully would have made a lot of sense. Like that, at least have Nathan Fillion attached to the Nathan Drake role. It's attached to the franchise. That would have been a good move. Hey there, handsome. Hi, how are you? Is that Stevie? She's the only one that thinks I'm handsome. Like that would have been my move. Is cast Nathan Fillion as Sully. But whatever. Or you could cast what's his name? He was yep, and yes you are. Thank you. Nolan North could have played Sully, for crying out loud. Steve, you're a sweetheart. Appreciate it. I'm still waiting for a Batman Beyond movie, right? That may come. That may happen. If they treat Michael Keaton right, have him play. I guess they're kind of doing that with Batgirl. What about a Batgirl Beyond? Combine the two. Batgirl Beyond, futuristic Batman movie. Why not? So, anyways, yeah, it's like I said, it's Hollywood. Hollywood does what Hollywood does. It doesn't make sense, but people go with what makes money. Luckily, we're getting a lot more people, Hollywood doing what the fans would want instead of what whatever works with Hollywood. I like the idea of Affleck as the older Batman finding Terry to train. Yeah, unfortunately, like Ben Affleck uh, has had enough of all the shit that goes along with being Batman. You know, he like it's a nice dream to have, but the reality never meets the dream. I don't feel so bad anymore because I wanted to pursue acting for a long time. I wanted to get into acting, um, and seeing how that's exactly what the older Bruce should be. Batman has had enough. Um, just dealing with the comic book movies and the folks behind comic book movies, and well, you know how it is. Like, so rarely do they stick to the source material. There's always a, a dozen executives who have something to say, some way to change it, and very rarely do you get someone. I mean, it's happening more often now than it has in the past. What up, Matt? Hey, how you doing? How are you? Thanks very much for tuning in. It says anonymous Facebook user, so I can't tell who it is, but hi. We've never had a proper Robin turned into Nightwing either. That would be cool. True. Yeah, it's like you get too many people who have their opinions between the source material and what goes on screen. Like it's closer, but it's still not there yet. And like I said, I'm kind of glad that I didn't get into acting. That I didn't, you know, the I would have been disappointed. I know I would have been disappointed. Desert Eagle, hey there. Hello, Taters. Hello, my sweet. Stevie, Melissa was asking earlier on if I was planning on getting up to Michigan on my north trip. I know we talked about me getting to Missouri. Um, Now that it's 2022, now that I'm working and figuring out what my finances are and everything, uh, I don't know how difficult it would be for me to go on my northern trip, but I'm not planning on it this year only because like I'm realizing that my vehicle is over 200,000 miles and that I'm probably going to have to work this year towards getting a new van. So my traveling doesn't look like it's a possibility. You never know. But where I thought last year it'd be a bit easier, having a heart attack, having the hospital bills, paying for my meds, uh, trying to figure out what summer's going to look like. I just see dollar bill signs. So if something happens, if some stroke of luck happens to come my way, if some uh, you know, if fate brings a decent van my way, it could change things. Maybe. But having to worry about finances sucks. Yeah. Well, yeah. You know what? That's just what it is. It's just life. You have your dreams, and then you have reality, and you try to get one as close as you can to the other. Why can't we all be rich? I don't want to be rich. I just want to be comfortable. That seems to be tougher. You know, uh, I I just want to be. I just want to be. I want to reach my goal. So no, I would feel a lot better if I could just take care of that one thing. Let's all move to Thailand. No, thank you. If you want to go, feel free. Uh, Send us a postcard and let us know how it is. I apologize for the noise, but I'm in a parking garage and I'm charging my phone, so it's going to be kind of noisy. Sorry about that. No, the last thing I want to do is travel. That's the problem. The problem is that traveling can't be possible right now. I just want my shit straightened out. A little bit more money, get the van, have my home for the next. How amazing that would be! And I'm sorry to to keep plugging on this, but how amazing would it be to have a brand new van, 0 miles? Oh, the last thing I want to do is travel. Last thing I want to do is travel is a van traveling in a van. Well, I mean, that seems like a headache traveling now, where we are as we stand right now. You know what I could do? I could go get a smoke right now if I wanted to. I could spend the next hour enjoying a nice cigarette, or cigar rather. Cigarette? No. Tevla. I could go and get me a nice cigar. Hmm. Maybe later. I would love to have a vehicle with less than 40,000 miles. Yeah, I am concerned about my current vehicle. Like, I've had some repairs, I've had some work done on it, and I don't expect it to break down anytime soon, but just not having to worry about anything for a little bit, having that extra space. Uh, it's one thing to say, I don't know what life is about. I don't know what I want to do with my life. I don't know where I want to be, where I want to live, and all that stuff. To go from that to I have exactly the space that I want. Like, it was a huge change to go from the RV, well, first the home to an RV, and then the realization of the RV and the headaches to go from that to the van lifted a lot of weight off my shoulders. And I'm like, okay, so I have very little that I'm happy. My thing just went off here. A hold for $10.50. Oh, this notification. I didn't expect to get a blown head gasket here. Yeah. Thank you, Tev. How are you, sir? How you doing, man? Um, to go from the RV, get rid of all my shit, and have my space in a nice small van that I can move around in. Plus, I got to go up to New England, spend time like I wanted to, come back down to Tennessee like I wanted to. I spent a couple winters in the van. I'm happy with it. Spent a couple summers in the van. I could see some improvements. Living in the cold is better than living in the heat. So, like, that's got to change a little bit. Um, Getting ready for this upcoming summer, it would be nice to have a van before the warm weather hits. So we're looking at February, March, April, May, June, like 4 months. I don't know if I can get a new van in 4 months. Um, Need installation. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Uh, if I could set myself up in the next 4 months, really, if I could set myself up by my birthday, that would be great. Like, put that, the goal would be my birthday. But if I could get it done within the next 4 months, just get to the van. It wouldn't be paid for. That would be fantastic, but that's $15,000, $16,000, something like that. I don't expect to have it paid for. Um, I'm all right. I do appreciate you truly, though. Thought I'd join live. Always great to see you. Well, thank you, man. Great to be seen. I love when you guys come around. Um, yeah, if I could get half of that money, what time is the next movie? Next movie is at 4:30, so I got about an hour. Uh, I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. Considering everything that's happened to me in the past few months, uh, I feel good. But the next weight off my shoulders would be getting a new van with 0 miles, being able to, like Chris said, insulate it, prepare for the summer, not have to worry about, or not worry about what's gonna happen in as it stands right now. This is all I got, this van, so it's got to keep me well. I can take care of myself. I can make I'm losing weight. I'm feeling better. I can feel a difference in my life. So that's good. But I can't. All I can do about my van is just hope nothing breaks down and plug up any holes with money. So, and really hope that I don't have any surprises. Did you sell the RV? I did. Mike put it in my brother Mike's hands, and before I came down, I think it was what was it in May, June, something like that. Um, in June, I think it was when I came back down. The RV was sold. So, yeah, parking garage. What are you gonna do? Shit reverberates. Um, it's nice to know, like, what goals you need to accomplish. Hello, hello, sir. It's nice to know your goals. You know, nice to it's nice to know what you need to accomplish. To I know Tevlov was here. He was. Is. I will always want Tev to be a part of my life. I believe he is my first follower. If that's not canon, we're making it canon right now. He has to be one of the oldest original gangsters. That's right. Clark Griswold. Holiday. Have you burned bridges or something to get to this point? Just curious. I work with people all the time who have no one because they burned bridges and are now living in cars or homeless. I rehab them. Thanks very much for tuning in and asking the question. No, I am. I chose to live unconventionally. I had a girlfriend, I had a house, I had two cats, I had a lot going for me, and then my girlfriend was diagnosed with stage 4 metastatic breast cancer. Um, and so there goes the girlfriend, there goes the house. I chose, I had a choice in my life of how I was going to continue living, and I thought rather than being stuck, um, you find a place to live and you need to pay for that place to live, so you need to get a job nearby the place you live. So I would be stuck alone, working within 20 minutes of where I live, and just being stuck in the same place and dealing with the same walls and dealing with the same thoughts and the same anger and the same sadness. And so I chose to live unconventionally. I made a choice to do something to change my life radically, uh, and live a certain way to be better. A lot of good questions right here. Yeah, no, I appreciate that. Yeah, today we got some good questions. I want this every day. I want people to ask interesting questions always. Um, so no, I didn't burn any bridges. I made the choice for myself that I was going to live with less. I don't consider myself homeless. I consider myself houseless, for the benefit of other people that want to help and that want to help. That want to that the like filling out applications for assistance if I need assistance. For their definition of what I am is homeless. So I would say I would describe myself as homeless for the benefit of those who have the means to assist me when I need assistance, but I don't consider it homeless. I wish I had more questions. You're always welcome to ask whatever, man. I've been following you for like 6 years, I think. Yeah. Thanks for your reply. I wish you well. Oh, no problem at all. If there's anybody that would like to help me, I'm not. Uh, I'm not refusing assistance because, like I said, the I live uh, an unconventional life, so things don't come easy. Um, but my health, my mental well-being, um, my there's a lot of things that um, what's the word I'm looking for? Priorities, I guess you would call them. I guess so. Like my responsibilities, my obligations, my priorities. What do we call it? It's weird that you say homeless because I never thought of you that way. I can see why someone would say that, but it never occurred to me. Yeah, like I live in my van. I I have a job. I you know if Ben suddenly told me that I'm not allowed on his property anymore, I would have to find other means. I would have to find some other place to park, but I would still have a bed. I would still have a place to charge my phone. I would still have I still eat. I still sleep. I still have a job. Um, I would be worse off without a job than I would without a place to plug in. But the simple fact that Ben is a super good friend and allows me to, you know, park in his driveway and plug in when I need to plug in, like it's a huge help. Joe Dirt once said, "Home is where you make it." Yeah. Um, I hope that I'm not too much of an imposition for them, but I don't believe I am. I keep to myself. I don't make a mess. You know, I don't make noise. it's been a big help for me to be able to plug in his driveway. So I am super grateful for Ben and his family, and I'm glad that I could get rid of the RV. That's not that was a bad. I was in a bad place. The RV was a problem. It was too much. Problem solved, luckily, and I'm in a much better mental state as well. So there was a lot of weight that I needed to cast away. Thank you, Tate. Appreciate that. But by someone's definition, do I own a home? No. Do I own property? No. Um, so I am homeless. That's all. Uh, yeah, the fact that Ben allowed me the use of his domicile, like my address is his address. So, by the way, by the hay definition, so by the hay definition, so is anyone that rents an apartment. Uh, oh, by the definition, anyone that has an apartment is homeless because I have an apartment and not a house. Depends. I mean, that's a way to look at it. Um, I just don't own a home and don't own land. Yeah, I don't pay rent. I don't own my home and I don't pay rent on a property, but I own my vehicle. That's weird. And I would be upgrading to renting my vehicle if I'm going to make payments on it. If I'm going to, well, that wouldn't be renting. That would be rent to own. I don't know. I don't leasing. You own your home. It's just an unconventional home. Yeah, it's just on wheels. I have what everybody else has, just on wheels. I have a super small, portable studio apartment. Um, whoops. Um, but that was a fantastic question. That makes me happy when people come in, like someone that I don't know joining the broadcast. I mean, so if anybody that I know has a question or whatever, that's fantastic. But I love when someone's like curious and they want to hop in and say something or ask a question. Like that makes me super happy when someone's like, "I would like to know this. Thank you for saying that. I can give you what you want." That makes me that makes me happy. Better than me sitting here just rambling, trying to figure out what people want or if anybody wants to know anything. 70%. That's good. That's good. It's getting a little warm now. 19 people watching across various platforms. Thank you for tuning in. even if it's just for a little while. Like I said, Haps or Facebook or Twitch or Twitter or YouTube. Okay, gotta go. Have a great day. All right, you too. Thanks for hopping in. Melissa said she's glad I'm doing the lives. It reminds her of the old days. It does me too. Reconnecting with all my buds, checking in. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I would love to simplify my life. Like if I were single, I definitely would go a simple route. Having a nice house is great and all, but it's a headache. You work all year just to pay for all of it. Yeah, yeah. See that there are a lot of things that I don't have. Being able to stretch out a little bit and like set up a laptop and plug in wherever, and I miss the house, setting up a tray table and watching TV and or getting on the laptop and or sitting at the table and broadcasting like I did, or you know, probably for the best that I don't have a fridge to walk to or a pantry to walk into, loaded up with stuff. Um, there's a lot of comfort that I don't have, but I still have a lot of comfort. Um, but I just have to do like one or two extra things to, like, if I need to use a bathroom, I need to go to where a bathroom is. If I'm hungry, I need to go where the food is. It's a minor inconvenience, but it's just different, just a different way to live. We have to replace our fireplace, which has a tad under 2,000. Just ridiculous in my eyes, but the wife wanted the fireplace redone. Yo, what's cracking? Shifting currents. What's going on, man? How are you, bud? Um, I'm just hanging out, talking to my friends for another hour ish. And I'm glad you could join. Yeah, I don't have a fireplace to replace. I don't have a lawn to maintain. I don't have gutters and a roof and you know like all this shit that I have to maintain, and floors to vacuum, and uh, all the housework, cleaning a bathroom and cleaning a kitchen and cleaning the living room and the bedroom and the walls and cobwebs and oof, like so much shit. Even in the RV, all the appliances that I need to clean, all the you know the countertops and sweeping and mopping and vacuuming and ugh. Uh, I got to do laundry. That's about it. The majority of the thing I got going on with me is I got to do laundry. I figure 5,000 to 8,000, but the way she's designed, it was like 18.9. That's damn near a new car, right? Oh, what I wouldn't give for 18,000. Happy wife, happy life is bullshit. No, no. Where do you bathe and use bathroom? Bathrooms are everywhere. I can use a bathroom at work. When I'm parked at Ben's house, he gives me a key, so I can go down in his basement and I can use his bathroom if I need to go to the bathroom. I just went to the movie theater, and after the movie, or I'm at the movie theater now. I just watched Uncharted, and then I relaxed and watched the movie. And then after it's done, I use the bathroom in there. So I'm good. Like, I don't have to go to the bathroom all the time. I don't need it right away. Bathrooms are in every restaurant, in every store, in every gas station. Uh, it's all over the place. Ben's the best. Ben's a good guy. I'm grateful to have him as a bud. Him and his family are amazing. Certain rest stops, YMCA, yeah, and showers, truck stop. I can go use a shower at a truck stop. Don't even need a shower. I could use a sink. All I need is soap and water and a washcloth. Not even. You play the greatest hits, the armpits and the groinal region. I just deodorant. Try not to stink. Try not to, I'm not rolling around in the mud or nothing. I sweat. Why did he move to Tennessee? I remember him in Florida when he used to first start school. Nicole, his wife, uh, does a lot of fantastic work helping out people, vocational rehab, and um, in that area. She consults a lot of people on trying to get help, trying to get people's lives in order, and um, there are certain places that she worked or that she wanted to find work, and one of them was in South Carolina, and the other one was in. She found good work in Knoxville, so they wanted to find a place in the South with good city life and good opportunities for her in her career. So that's why they ended up in Knoxville, and Knoxville is a fantastic place. Better job opportunities. We always loved the area and the mountains. Yeah, that's my boy. Um, so yeah, better job opportunities. Ben, I love that area as well. We try to get to Pigeon Forge 2 or 3 times a year. Uh, I wasn't sure about Knoxville, but coming up here, I love this place. Um, to be close to the mountains and near all the surrounding states. Um, the weather's fantastic. Uh, yeah, it's like it's super comfortable. It's the best of both worlds. We really enjoy Pigeon Forge. Go as much as we can afford. Different nature options for me if I want a lake or a river, or someplace to chill out and peaceful and whatever. There are plenty of places around here to go up to the mountains. Beautiful scenery. Oh my, that stuff is expensive. Yeah. Um, yeah, super good living. And then like getting the job at Domino's. Like my delivery area is pretty cool. The east northeast Tennessee, northeast Knoxville rather. That part of town, my delivery area, I dig it. The people are all right. No problems. One day when my parents and the wife's parents pass, I would love to move down in the area. Cool. I would love to experience this. Yeah, I mean like the things that have become the most important to me are, like I said, comfort and harmony. Just peace and quiet, and make enough money to work enough, make enough money to cover your bases. I don't need anything. Uh, Having the comfort, having the space, uh, you know, to just to live. Um, this is a great area to do so. I mean, if I travel to other places, I might find other things that I'll enjoy about those places. So I don't think like it's exclusive to this area and no other area. You know, I could find something positive to say about living on the coast. I could say something positive about living, near the desert. Although I couldn't think of anything off the top of my head. Um, New England's nice. Maine was nice. Staying up there with my brother. It's gorgeous for about 7 or 8 months out of the year. Uh, it's just a better balance here in Knoxville. Access, like I said, to the surrounding states and going up into the mountains or finding a nice river or lake. Or if you want the city, it doesn't take you very long to get into the city. If you want a nice peaceful campground, there's a really nice peaceful campground that is nearby. If you want good food, there are places that have good food. If you want, like, I don't, there's not much. I don't go clubbing. The nightlife. If you're into nightlife, there is some good nightlife around, but not my thing really. Tennessee seems to be about the perfect weather area that I would choose. Eastern Tennessee, for sure. A lot of bad weather that's happened has happened on the other I mentioned this as well. What the western 2/3 of Tennessee gets some bad weather, but just where Knoxville is located, close to the mountains, some of the weather, like the weather patterns, are just different here. Um, East Tennessee, the other side gets a nasty. Yeah, exactly. So uh, it may not be the best. It may have its faults and its flaws, but um, they just don't stack up next to the plus the pluses, I guess. Party like a rock star, in case you don't hear that. Couldn't pay me to live in Memphis. Yeah, I was talking about that the other day. Someone asked, I think Tate was asking, how was Nashville? And I'm like, yeah, he was. Um, how was Nashville? And I'm like, not a big deal, you know. The wrestling event that we went to see was nice, but to go travel 3 hours out to eat at just some place. Matt and I had a food time in Nashville, had a good time in Nashville, but couldn't live there. Yeah, yeah, we did have a food time as well. Um, we could have, if there was a Sonny's in Knoxville, we wouldn't have had to travel in order to get some good barbecue. So it's the event. Going out 3 hours just to see a wrestling event. There's some good wrestling here in Eastern Tennessee as well. There's no need to go out to Nashville. Do I really want to go to a place where there's like just a ton of bars? It's not my jam. It's not my crowd, not my scene. It was an okay experience, but nothing I'm in any hurry to repeat. You go to one city, you've seen one city, you've seen them all. Hold on a second. Seeing all the salt of the earth people was cool. The Yeah, they're good folks out there. What's your definition of salt of the earth people? The wrestling fans. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hanging out with the wrestling fans and having them hooting and hollering and calling out. Really? You're gonna turn up your shit louder? The dude just turned up his music. It's a dude in a car just hanging out in a parking garage, and he turned up his music. I mean, who am I? I'm nobody. But I'm not saying you gotta turn it down, but for crying out loud. Who cares? Doesn't matter. He probably turned it up because I rolled my window up. Whatever. Anywho, Uncharted was 3 out of 5. It was all right. You know, never a bad thing to watch Tom Holland in a movie. Thank you, Tev. Thank you, my dude. Yeah, the Tom Holland movie. He's enjoyable. I love a good treasure hunt adventure movie. I think there needed to be a little bit more of that. Like I miss National Treasure. Like we need more National Treasure movies, quite frankly. Uh, Mark Wahlberg is like he's a capable actor. He does what he says on the tin, kind of thing. If you're going to go see a Mark Wahlberg movie, you're going to get a Mark Wahlberg movie. You know, couple couple snappy lines, like it. It's typical action movie type stuff. Wise ass lines, couple explosions, jump from one thing to another thing, show off your biceps. Uh, you know, Marky Mark and Tom Cruise need to retire. It's it, they. I wouldn't say they need to retire. They can keep making the movies. I'm just not gonna go see them. I'm not really. It's not a draw for me. No, good for them for making money. They work out and they, like I said, they say a couple smart ass lines. Who are you listening to music? Like, who are you trying? Give me a sec. That music is so fucking loud. Who are you playing music for? For fuck's sake. Ah, it's loud, then it gets compressed and makes it sound even worse. Yeah, like you're just hanging out in your car, so let's play the music as fucking loud as possible. You could can you enjoy music that loud? Like I remember when I was younger and I used to play heavy metal and shit. And you like if you're driving down the road and you have that energy to play the music loud is one thing, but you don't just sit there in a loud fucking vehicle. For us, I hear it nearly clearly. Yeah. Um, I once got stopped by UT medical police for listening to TikToks too loudly. I'm surprised if his next move isn't like just to pull out from his parking space over there and like pull up next to me, like just to be louder. I told him I worked there and to leave me alone. Nice. TikTok has some good jams though. Some of their mashups and stuff are kind of cool. Speaking of TikTok, if anybody has TikTok and they aren't following me yet, please do. I have like 650 followers and I need to get up to 1,000 to live broadcast on there. So you just look me up at 3231 on TikTok and sounds like he's in your lap. No, he's about one, two, three, four, five, six, about 6 or 7 car spaces over in the corner of the place. Um, but yeah, if you're on TikTok but you haven't followed me yet, please do so. I need as many I need 400 followers. This is another reason why I need to get a bigger van so I could get some soundproofing. So I don't. I was thinking about it just a second ago, and I'm like, so I don't need 16,000 or 15 or 16,000 dollars. I need like $7,000. If I can get a van and pay for half of it, that would put me in a really good place. I know I could probably get 2,000 of that 7,000. So if I could find a way to get $7,000, put it into a brand new van, then work my ass off for another year and maybe come up with the rest of it. I don't know. Goals. So now we know how I'm spending my 2022. I'm going to the movie theater and watching movies all year and delivering pizzas for 3 days a week. Uh, and yeah, working towards a van. And the rest of it's broadcasting to you guys and doing more of the same. Sleeping, eating, pooping. I got it all figured out. And probably not traveling this year. So what about you? How are you? Do you guys have things figured out for 2022? Ben's still in school. Tate's running her business. Tate's killing it. So just trying to survive. Don't die is my goal. That's nice. That's a good one. I support you in your goal, sir. Very much so. All right, I think I'm gonna go drive up to the roof or something. Get away from this guy. He's kind of pissing me off a little bit. That's something I don't like about work. Like the other person working there during the day. Like, so if I have earbuds and if I want to listen to my music, I put my earbuds in when I work. Or I put an earbud in when I work. But other people use like this Bluetooth speaker, so they're always blasting music and playing it super loud, and not even asking me, like, does this bother you? Like, no consideration whatsoever for me and what I'm doing. It's just like I want to listen to this music, and I'm going to listen to it super loud, and that's it. Uh, and a lot of it's inappropriate for a workplace. Like you don't want to work at a place that shit piss fuck and all that. Talking about gunfights and oh, that's hold on one second. I just gotta hold you still while I'm broadcasting. Give me a second. Good lighting too. Nice. That'll work. And just like that, the noise goes away. Outstanding. Hello bot. Here come the bots again. It must be Twitch. Or is that on Haps? Do apps have bots? So, hanging out with you guys for another half an hour before I have to go back and I don't have to go back, but I'm going to go back and watch the next movie. Still kind of, you can still kind of hear the guy, but whatever. Um, yeah, don't die. Can everyone can we all get on the same page on that goal and nobody do that? That'd be great. And I had my popcorn and my soda, and I didn't drink. Well, I drank the Mountain Dew, but I didn't eat all the popcorn because I'm not going to eat a gigantic bucket of popcorn. Ugh, too much, too salty. And I sure as hell I'm not going to eat another one for the next movie. So no double features. Much as I want them. I mean, it cost me $1. I don't have to go see the movie. I paid 57 cents really for that movie. 57 cents for Uncharted and 57 cents for uh, Blacklight. So I don't have to. I may not. I don't know. I don't know. No, I'm here already. Why not? I'll hang out here for half an hour and I'll go see the movie and it'll be good. Um, talked about the movie. Talked about what's going on in my future. I tried to get more information out of you guys, but everyone's more interested in just hearing what I have to say than talking to me. Fine. No, I appreciate you guys very much. Thank you for hanging out with me today. Um, I might just get going then. Like about another half an hour before the next movie starts. Thanks for chilling out with me. I appreciate it. Have a wonderful day. Uh, Enjoy your Monday, and I'll probably get on you tomorrow. Talk to you guys some more. I'm pro. You know what I'll do tomorrow? So I didn't have a coffee today. I had soda today. I'll treat myself to a coffee tomorrow, and I'll hang out at Dunkin' and maybe do some writing, and I'll broadcast you guys from Dunkin'. That might be what I'll do. Be well, love you too, man, and I will. You be well as well. You guys take care of yourselves. It's important. But yeah, anybody watching anywhere else on social media, anybody watching the broadcast that may have never met me before, may not have hung out before. If you haven't followed me yet, please follow me. Be sure to share the broadcast with your friends. Always nice to make new friends. Connect with me on social media at 3231. It's 3TWO, 3ONE. And I will catch you guys later on. Enjoy. Love you, bye.